Jake, what's up, man?
What's up, MP? Man, pleasure to meet you.
Man, same here. When my manager told me that you wanted to connect, I was all about it. Did he give you a tour?
No, but he looked like he was pretty busy.
Oh man, that wasn't very neighborly of him.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
I see
you
what
saw
you did.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, so you want a tour now, though?
You know, a tour would be cool, but I was thinking maybe we could hoop.
Oh yeah, I did hear that you were pretty good. Okay.
Listen, I'm not joining the league anytime soon, but I can hold my own and pick up.
Okay, Jake, I see you, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get one in? Look, I was thinking we could run twos, and if I play with one of your NBA buddies, I might stand a chance.
For you, Jake, anything, man. Let's do it.
Hey, you really are a good neighbor.
Let's see if you still feel the same way when we're done. I know you're an old pro at the insurance game, but this is my specialty, man. I'm not taking it easy on you,
Hey,
right?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right.
All right.
Not one of my better games.
Oh, hey, we all have our off days. Hey, man, don't sweat it.
All right, you got me that game. Let's run it back, though.
Okay, let's get to it.
Yo, good game, man. You could ball.
Oh, man, that was a dream come true. Look, I've met a lot of MPs in my time, but this is the first time I've hooped with one of them.
Hey, that's what we do here, man. We make dreams a reality.
Hey, man, as a token of my appreciation, I got you a couple of gifts. You know, I can't welcome someone into the neighborhood without a gift, right?
Man, you didn't have to do that.
Hey, what can I say? You know, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I didn't think you would do it. You did it, man.
I gotta say the best for last, right?
I hear that. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks again, MP. I really had a great time today.
Thank you.
Yo, MP, how'd that meeting go today?
Yo, it was okay. To try to keep the peace.
Keep the peace.
Yeah.
Like how?
They said that they need everyone to win championships, so I should try to create more open looks.
Open looks. For the guy who can't adjust to his new role on the team. And who's running around blaming everybody but himself.
Yeah, I guess they worried about losing them in the offseason.
No, losing him. They should be worried about losing you, man.
Why? I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but you can't let them know that. Come on, you think they need him to win championships?
Honestly, I don't know. Defenses, they get tough in the playoffs, man, but I know that I can deliver in the crunch time.
Exactly. Okay, that's why you need to focus on you, okay? Whether he comes along or not, that's up to him.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, P, but I'm trying to bring championships to this city.
Duh, that's why they got you, man. They don't need him.
Even MJ needed Scotty, P. I'm trying to win here, nowhere else, all right?
Look, is this guy Scotty? Because I don't see him on any GOAT lists. Look, your job is to be a star, okay? So just go be a star. All right, their job is to build a good team. All right, don't let them put that on you, okay?
Look, I hear what you're saying, P, but it's not that simple, man.
Look, man, I'm just here to give you advice, okay? Look, what you do with that is up to you. All right, but I know you. All right, and I know your dream is to create a dynasty bigger than MJ's. All right, in order for you to do that, you need to become the face of this franchise. Don't let anyone get in your way, no matter what they've done for this team in the past.
Maybe, man.
Okay, look, I get that. All right, and I got your back. I'm just telling you how I see it. For your sake, I hope you see it too.
What's up, MP? Get ready to light it up tonight. Game time. I gotta get up early tomorrow, so wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
About game time. Bring the pain time.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan, and tonight we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at San Antonio, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And checking out New York, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinion. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Miracle Man is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Bridges in at the 2-guard position. And despite having a generational talent in Wembanyama, Shams, the Spurs never skipping steps. They've got great detail to everything they do.
The Spurs draft and develop, that has been their calling card. San Antonio may not be a big free agent destination and magnet, but who knows, with Victor Wembanyama there, they are going to have the ability to attract players and potentially go after players in trades. They have a ton of capital assets, draft picks that they can trade. And Victor Wembanyama has the ability to be a generational star, like you said, Kevin. Players will eventually want to be there.
Quickly, can you even go back to a time when they've added Wembanyama, they've added Lively in Dallas, the Thunder's Chet Holmgren, what he did as a rookie, these young bigs have been sensational to watch. The size that the league has added has been off the charts.
And the center position might just be back, but let's look at that 2023 NBA draft. Let's revisit that in 5 to 6 years. That could be a draft that eventually will be regarded among the very best.
And as MP told us at the start of the season, he wants to be at the top of his rookie class. Seen by everyone as the clear-cut standout. How would you qualify his performance in that regard?
Well, to his credit, he has impressed with his play and lived up to that goal. Seems determined to prove he's on another level. So far, the proof has been pretty plain to see.
Here's Miracle Man in the game against Toronto. Very impressive. Out to Bridges, 4 on the shot clock. And here's Brunson outside. Sinks the triple.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Castle, defended by Bridges, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe, in any of those regions.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Wow, Sochan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brunson with a clean look, knocks down the three ball. Brunson's got a couple of threes now in the first for New York.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Brunson. Fox, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Miracle Man. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Here's Miracle Man, defended by Sochan. Fox against Brunson. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 10-point game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Miracle Man, the pass to Brunson. Here's Miracle Man. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 8. Vassell left side. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations. You're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to me.
Oh, you framed that so well. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they put up this month. Number 1, the Knicks.
Well, their offensive efficiency has been incredible. It's why no one wants to play them right now.
And the Spurs with possession, down by 12. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. San Antonio again turning it over. Knicks on offense. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Miracle Man. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Castle. The wide open look here for Fox. San Antonio again missing. New York leading by 14. Miracle Man, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Miracle Man. An easy 2 points on the layup. Miracle Man's got 12.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Miracle Man, the pass to Brunson. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Sohan. No good with the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Miracle Man, the pass to Bridges. Towns for 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
There's the pick. Here's Sohan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. New York leading by 21. Brunson, the pass to Miracle Man. To the wing on the left. Brunson outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Miracle Man. New York needs to get off a shot. Over Sohan. Brunson, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Vassell outside. Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Bridges passes to Miracle Man. Out to Brunson. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GM, the scouts, all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This isn't something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking short.
Knicks leading by 20. On the court for San Antonio. Johnson is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the center position.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Barnes up top. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Miracle Man in their last game against Toronto got the job done. He contributed 51 points, and he was efficient out there. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun. especially when you have it going like he did.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Here's Paul, down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't connect from short range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Count it, good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hamu Kalashvili passes to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's Miracle Man, and he makes good on the layup. Miracle Man's got 20.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Paul outside. Inside. The kick out to Fox. A three from Barnes. It's rebounded by Towns. New York's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Here's Miracle Man. Bridges passes to Miracle Man. Count it. Miracle Man's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Fox, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Hart. San Antonio also making some changes. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Barnes, and Castle is subbed in for Chris Paul. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salaries because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron, and that certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum, and we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Bridges passes to Miracle Man. Back to Bridges. Here's Miracle Man. 24 points for him. And another three for New York.
How many times have we seen the possession like that from them today. Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Johnson. Good D by Anunoby.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now, Sohan. He's got 8. And there's the foul. It's on time. That is his first foul of the game. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Spins. Puts it 5 from 18. And again, it's New York.
Clock's ticking, but Bridges totally unfazed.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. To the middle. Back to Vassell. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Miracle Man, the pass to Bridges. To the right side. Towns for 3. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, when it comes to big men, you're not going to find a better catch-and-shoot option than Cat.
Knicks lead, 65-29.
Here's Castle, defended by Bridges. Wembanyama, a screen on Bridges. Castle misses. New York's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Anunoby passes to Miracle Man. Here's Kolek. And it's off from 3-point range. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Castle. There's a screen. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Assist from De'Aaron Fox.
The Knicks shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Here's Kolek. Anunoby in the corner. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Kolek has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Sohan with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against Philadelphia.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Here's Miracle Man. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
And San Antonio shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Wembanyama finds Fox. Here's Castle, defended by Bridges. Sohan off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Pass to Kolek. Here's Miracle Man, defended by Wembanyama. Anunoby, good.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored, I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
With the fadeaway. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's now 9 points for Victor Wembanyama. Here's Miracle Man, defended by Sohan. Traps in the tray. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 15 rebounds. And San Antonio shooting 41% from the field here in the second. Outside, Fox. Lets it fly from 18. The shot will not fall. And so it's the New York Knicks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even Elevator Ernie.
Yeah, that 50-inch vertical don't lie.
Neither did those shorts.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the New York Knicks.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just make the extra pass.
And more often than not, the right guys are getting fed.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
We welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this one.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's the Miracle Man. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. To the inside, the all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
Miracle Man, the pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Here's Miracle Man, defended by Sohan. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Anunoby. 14 points for Mikal Bridges. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. Hits from the high post. Sohan's got 12.
Well, nice jumper from Sohan. When he's hitting that, this team is hard to defend.
Pass to Miracle Man. The kick out to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Here's Miracle Man, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, you have to appreciate how selfless Towns is. If you get wide open, he'll reward you.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Launches a 3. Vassell, no good. For New York, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Miracle Man, the pass to Brunson. Out to Bridges. Anunoby with the screen for Bridges. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Pass to Castle. Back to Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Well, he's looking like a first rounder. Sohan completely taken over.
Brunson outside. Into the lane. Here's Miracle Man. And the layup's good off the glass. Miracle Man's got 36.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Fox passes to Sohan. To the paint. Here's Vassell. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one goes on Anunoby. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
And that one falls for Vassell. Well, Devin. Deciding to change it up. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Miracle Man. Drops in the layup for 2. Miracle Man's got 38 points.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Wembanyama. Towns with the defensive effort. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
San Antonio's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass the Miracle Man. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. The Spurs shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. Here's Wembanyama. Goes up again, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Out left to the wing. Here's Miracle Man. and he uses the glass on the layup. Miracle Man's got 40 points.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Here's Paul Wembanyama outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Miracle Man. Good defense by Wembanyama. And San Antonio shooting around 44% in this third quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Bridges is checked in for New York. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. To the left side wing. Hart, wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hart's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Knicks.
112-60.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 12. Shoots over Towns. Wembanyama with the bucket. Wembanyama's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's the New York Knicks able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect
First-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on